What's up, y'all? Alvin here. And yeah, that's me out there fishing with electricity. But wait, I can explain. I tell the good jokes.
Alvin here, all our guys, catch me here.
2, 3, so in between the third and fourth, and then we
turn and pull out.
all right, nice.
You get a little tug?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that. 2 of them tagged.
Wow. All right, I just tagged my first fish. That was pretty cool.
You did a great job, Alvin. I think you got a future in fish tagging.
Hey, you know, catching with that electricity sure is a lot easier than trying to do it with a hook.
Okay, so the deal is All Water Guides has partnered with Texas Parks and Wildlife, Clean Up the Colorado, and the Texas River School to put on this awesome Guadalupe bass event. So what's happening is Texas Parks and Wildlife has tagged 30 Guadalupe bass and re-released them into the Colorado River, both up near Weberville and down near Smithville. If you catch one of these 30 tagged fish anytime between February and August 31st, you immediately win a prize, Yeti bottle and neck gator by Buff. And you're also entered in the drawing for the grand prize, which is a half-day guided trip with All Water Guides and a Yeti Haul cooler. So, what's the big deal with these Guadalupe bass? Other than the fact that they are the state fish of Texas, and the Colorado River is the home of the current state and world record Guadalupe bass. The Colorado is a really special river. It's my favorite river. So what we're trying to do is bring a little bit more attention to the Guadalupe bass, and specifically the Guadalupe bass in the Colorado River. So the Colorado River is right on the edge of downtown Austin. The Colorado River flows through the heart of Texas. If you live anywhere in Central Texas, more than likely you get your drinking water from the Colorado River. If you spend any time on any of our local lakes, most of the lakes are actually parts of the Colorado River. And so few people know anything about the Colorado River below Austin when it turns back into a natural river. So 300 miles of free-flowing river from Austin, Texas to the Texas coast. Very little activity on there, and it's an amazing waterway. So Texas Parks and Wildlife has an awesome program where they lease river access. I'll let John Botros tell you a little bit more about that.
My name's John Botros with I'm River Access Coordinator with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Do a little program where we lease private properties for public river access. The River Access and Conservation Areas program, also known as RACA, has 3 sites on the Colorado River, Texas River School, Hidden Shores, and WJF down in Smithville. Most of the land in Texas is 95% privately owned. That includes the land around rivers. So what we've done is partner up with willing landowners to get public access to our public resources. We also partner with local communities with the Texas paddling trails. We have paddling trails down in Bastrop and in Columbus on the Colorado River. There's 76 inland trails currently. You can get all that information on the website.
Okay, so back to these Guadalupe bass. What's a big deal with the Guadalupe bass in the Colorado River? Patrick Ireland, who is the district fisheries biologist, can tell you a little bit more about the Guadalupe bass in the Colorado River specifically.
I'm Patrick Ireland. I'm the district fisheries biologist for here in this area, covers 16 counties, and this is one of our hidden gems here, right here at the, sounds cliche, but right here at the doorstep of Austin, Texas. You have this very productive fishery where feels like you're a million miles away from anything, and that's pretty special. What is notable for many things, but one thing that's very notable is it has a genetically pure population of the iconic Guadalupe bass, which is, of course, the Texas state fish. And not only does it have a pure population, these fish get larger than anywhere else in their geographic range. And that's probably mostly attributable to this being just a very productive river system. We find through our sampling through the years that we have the highest population density or abundance, and we also see the fastest growth rates, which ultimately that leads to the largest fish. So if you're looking for a trophy Guadalupe bass, this is the place to go. It's also interesting to note that over the years we've done multiple angler creel surveys where we come out here and we interview anglers, and over the years we've noticed is that there's actually increasing attention to anglers coming out strictly to target Guadalupe bass, which is fantastic. It shows you that people are not only curious about the fish, but there's probably a sense of pride being the Texas fish, and you can come out here and hook a big one.
Okay, so we're doing all kinds of stuff to bring more attention to this fishery, this river, because it really matters to us. And I think it would really matter to a lot more people if they just knew about it. It's an amazing waterway, but it does have some challenges. And we feel like the more people that are involved, the more likely we can combat these potential declines in water quality and the quality of the fishery. So we already have a yearly river cleanup. To date, we've pulled almost 20 tons of trash out of the river, all with volunteer help. That's a whole nother event that we'll talk about in another video. This one is really kind of more of a fun thing. We just want to get out there, highlight these Guadalupe bass, catch a few fish, have a good time, and maybe get some more people involved with taking care of our home waters. All right, so this is what a tagged Guadalupe bass looks like, just in case you were wondering. I'll leave links in the description to the contest for the rules, as well as links to Clean Up the Colorado and the Texas River School. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one. And in the meantime, good luck on the water.